Fine.
All right, Rykker, you can entertain
Actually,
chat. Have fun.
let's go. Okay. So this week on my fashion show, I have my Deathwatch tactical. Kind of lean back, not going for all the mohawks and such. Trying to make it a little bit more tame. Because like the mohawks are cool, but like I feel for Deathwatch, it's not meant to be as ornamentative. But next up, we have my Blood Angels set, which I'm coming around on. I'm not a huge like Blood Angels guy, but more recently I've been reading some of their stuff, and like I feel like the look looks really good with the rope and I like asymmetry a lot of my designs. So I put like white on one of the legs to really like make it stand out a bit more. Kind of going for like with me, I really love rope, like the ropes and the ribbons on all of the designs. So I really went for like more of a red with like lining, and then with like the McCrag, like the DLC ropes on the shoulder to really make it stand out a bit more. For my classic design, which is the one I run most of the time, is a very simple, more chic, like more classical. Trying to go for the classic like ultramarine blue with like a mix of like different whites and blues, and then I obviously went with the sergeant helm for the red, the contrast, match the red eyes, and the mohawk kind of gives it a bit more of like I think I personally like this one a lot, just because like the shoulder pads and like the way the tactical with mohawk looks with the red and the helm. The one I plan to run for the race with Flair that we're going to end up doing toward the end of, well, whenever Chaos gets his gold weapons, is this one. Kind of the matches, like he's going with what are they called, the red scars. So I thought I'd also match him, like the cum suit, the goon suit, we all white with like red highlights. And I feel like tactical is probably going to be what I'm running for the race anyways, so I've made the most the outfits for it. Really went with like red, white to match the red scars look, and then obviously the sideways mohawk like a broomstick, kind of make it look a little nice. This one I actually have come more around on more recently, just because I really wish, I don't know if you, like some of you who play probably know, but like there's a white toga and there's a red banner, and they clip through each other, and if they didn't clip through each other they would look really good together, but because they clip through each other it looks really bad. So I kind of went with this just to kind of make it a little bit more simple. I think my bulwark is probably the only other one I've made a lot of sets for. I'll show you my main one that I like, which is my Power Fist setup. So with the bulwark, obviously like the hood, you can't go without the hoodie. It's like Chaos when every time he was in high school he couldn't leave the house without the hoodie on. I went with like the red on one arm because I really wanted it to match the Power Fist to make it look like stand out really cool. I really like the red with the shoulder pads on this. The Bulwark's armor sets are so good. Like I love like the face plated helm with like the V in the middle. I just think it looks so sick. Like the design is just awesome. Give you a look at the other side. Like just having the big red fist looks so funny. I love when you do executes and you can see like how the fist like smacks into enemies and punches them. Wanted to go with like a blue and red like clashing color for this, just to make it like, one arm is the damage, one arm is the big hit and like it's covered in blood kind of thing, and one arm is a more tame like classic bulwark shooting arm, etc. Yeah, no, I really like this look a lot. And Deathwatch is one of my favorite factions, so I have a lot of Deathwatch setups just because like it's also like one of the hardest ones to unlock, because like there's like trees to get individual parts for Deathwatch on the cosmetic stuff. So I mean, this one's not anything like super splashy, but I mean it's just classic Deathwatch. But yeah, no, like classic bulwark Deathwatch, trying to capture that like that red and that black and silver, trying to make the look like really clean. The Deathwatch is super cool. Like the idea of like even among Space Marines, there's like a specialist force just for Space Marines, I think is really cool. Like I think that concept is sick. So I have a lot of Deathwatch setups because of that. And I went with the backpack. On the backpack I went like right down the middle, where one part silver, one part black, just to kind of like give it a little standout. And I don't know if you can, well, you can kind of see it. He's a salamander because like I made one of his shoulder pads green, but it's one of those things where like
I'm back.
You can't really see it because of the shoulder pad, but like I wanted it to be like lower accurate, where one of the shoulder pads is always
I'm back, chat, but you can't hear me.
Symbol of the class or the chapter they come from.
Are you doing a fucking fashion show?
Yeah, I have been for the past like 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah, sorry, no, Grandma and Grandpa were home. So yeah, had a good time, and I got sparkling water, so we're good.
And then for this one, I went with like kind of iron hands, metal arm. So I like the blue clashing with the black to kind of make it stand out a bit more. You have to think about his armor.
Help! Hey,
you've
it's
been
cool.
doing this whole time.
Yeah, I've literally
He has
showed
great
up all of
armor,
my
yeah.
armor. Thank you, I appreciate that. Minerva. And with me, like all of my armor sets are like I'm trying to canonize them as much as possible, like based on the lore that I know. So all of them are trying to be like matching to whatever their chapter or the aesthetic is from.
Yeah, I mean, like that's your shtick. I just ran with a white scarf for fucking Vanguard because it looks cool.
Well, yeah. Well, I also told them like I have a white scar setup on my tactical that I'll probably run for the race. So
It is cool, but I've been ignoring him while he yaps. Hey, we love when Rykker yaps because it means I don't have to do much.
Also,
They are a good yapper. Yeah, Rikker's a great yapper. You get him on anything, he'll start yapping. Must learn how to yap like him. Rykker can just go. Like me personally, I have moments where I can yap, but like the way I talk is filtered through my autism, so it's a little difficult sometimes for me to like yap for long periods of time.
all right, so guys, this is my drip that I've been using. So I've been using this. Oh, I'm on the wrong cape though, so.